back. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a little install video here tonight. It goes Cole, always watching. Got to have my little helper here. So, wife went ahead on Father's Day and picked me up the Led Zeppelin Big Ben and Parliament mod here from Measle Mods. As you can see, after shipping and everything, is $147.95. So a little costly, but I think it's going to do a lot. So basically where it goes, it is going to sit back here in this big open area. Going to sit on top of here's where Big Ben sits. And then Parliament comes all the way around and sits over top of the orbit here. So we're going to get that installed. It is a lit mod. It comes with everything that you need. So get a second here and get it unpacked. Let's see what we've got. Hang on just a moment. Alright, let's see what all we've got, what all it comes with here. What comes in here, it's pretty simple to go on. It just holds the two-sided tape, is kind of what holds it in. And on top of the plastics and everything in the back. They've got this cool, almost like snakeskin cardboard, if you will, that wraps it up and protects it. It comes with those two strips from 3M. And if you're wondering, the part number, if I can get it to focus here. There we go. Part number is MM-LZ-Big Ben. And like I said, that is from Measle Mods. Put a little installation video on it. I have already had this out, so I kind of know what I'm looking at here. Get it unwrapped here. Rid of all the stuff. Alright, so there it is in the two pieces. So basically this little slot right here goes into the side of your Big Ben right in that area, so it's going to slide into that area here and like that, and then this goes back. It already comes wired up with your bulb and everything. It replaces one of your GI bulbs or one on the bottom right there when you open up playfield and look underneath it. So it'll be replace that GI bulb. It'll still have a bulb that's on it, but then this will come back over and runs back into here and lights up your clocks on the Big Ben. So we're going to get you guys set up here and get installing it, but here's a little quick look at it, what it looks like before it goes in the machine. So pretty cool, pretty detailed. It's going to look a lot better than that you have in the back. Of course, you're going to be very careful when you get in this slot, being that is a printed piece. But I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of hands and plenty of time to get that slid in there and make sure we get this socket out of the way. So let me get that set up and I'll meet you back on the machine. All right. Get that part slid into there. It's like that. Cool thing about it is, let me see if you can see that real quick. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. So it's going to be the two-sided tape. It's going to sit down right in here in the very back, over top. It's going to sit in just like that. So it's going to bring up make it look a lot better back in that corner, I do believe. Put a little something back in there and make it look a little nicer. So first things first. Let's take off this bread tie here. Cole, are you still in there? I think you are. Alright, let's see. I'm not afraid of it. It's not going to slide all the way in there, just like that. Have to undo this part here. Alright, hold that out for just a second here. And we'll feed this through the hole that's already provided. And plug that back in. I knew you was still underneath there. Come here, Bubba. You done checking everything out? You done checking everything out? Love you, buddy. Alrighty, I'm going to cut those 2 strips. So, first things first. Calls for 2 back here, 1 on the plastic here, and 1 a little further up on the plastic. On the back side, you probably can't see it because of the 180 ramp, but it sits up on the back here on the same plastic at the end of this same plastic that's here. Let's see there. Alright, and we'll take out just a little bit piece there, and I'll use that as kind of a filler spot. Put these 2 pieces in place. Those on there. Let me see. And also too, I don't know if he showed you that earlier, but it does have a centering hole here that goes over top of the nut that's here at the top of your gate. So it's going to sit right in the center of this to kind of make everything come in place. And I do want to kind of see where this is going to need to go. Just do a test fit again here. You want to make sure it's sitting over as far as I can. All right. So I'm going to go put a piece here, a little piece here, and another piece along there. Let's get that small piece. I'm going to stick one. I'm going to stick it onto this one first. That way we know we're getting it onto the solid section that's here. Real enthralling stuff here, cutting tape. That'll go there. I'm going to cut that in half as well. We have the instructions that showed a wider piece that went on here, but it did not come with that wider piece. There was a little bit of difference in that, so just had to make a few different cuts to this, but it's no big deal. Go there. And the last one here. All right. Do one more test fit, see if there's anything I'm missing or anything needs to come out of the way. It is catching on that wire a little bit on the side for that switch for your 180 ramp that's there, so be aware of that. Don't want to pinch that off or anything. That is the only thing I'm seeing. Is at the farthest it'll go over. It is a pretty tight fit, that is for sure. It has to sit over that hole, so. Okay, so you can pull it over some that way a little bit when you're getting it in here, so I'll never do that to push it all the way over before I push it down. I want to get this far over as I can. All right. All right. I guess it is do or die time. Oh, they did say you might want to remove that as well to have the better effects on the big bend. We'll see how it looks though before we pull that bulb out. But it does sit all the way up there at it. That's one of the things they offered, was removing this bulb here. That way you can see the lighting in the big bend better. We'll see how much difference it makes. I'm not sure, but all right, let's get this tape peeled and get ready to stick her down here. The thing is, it's just two-sided tape, so for something not light or I don't like it, I can always pull it back off and re-stick it. I'm not going to bore with all this tape pulling. Give me just a moment here. All right, finally got that tape off. Just have to get a little razor blade to get that red side off the one side of it there. So that's been the hardest part so far, is get the tape off. All right, now moment of truth here. Here it goes around. Over as far as we can get it. All right, she's there, so we'll stick her down in place. All right, that part is in. You raise the play field up here. All right, so let me move you around here for just a second. All right, so it says to take out this bottom GI bulb, so it's the bottom right hand side as you looking at your machine. Back that out. Switch that bulb out. Put this bulb in. It says to kind of bend that down and over to give it plenty of room. Let's see how that goes. I wonder if it worked better if I flipped it around. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That should be better. Keep it away from that bracket. All right, so that goes right back in there like that. So do flip it around the opposite side, so you don't have to worry about that bracket that's there. And as always, you got to drop the screw. Screw that back in. So not too bad there. Just tight. Let me grab a zip tie right back. All right, gonna get these bottled back up here. Do a little wire control here. That's it, drop them off. Never fails. All right. Clip that off. And I'm going to attach it in the back there, and then I'll fill it back down. Be right back with you. Well, all right, just to see, there is a wire holder here. So got that going around right into there, the little buttle that I made. So that's all up out of the way and secure. Let's flip it on. Oh, let me turn the volume down. Hang on just a moment. All right, put the playfield back in here. Watch that back corner. Push it down, go over, push it back. This is the one thing you got to watch out for. You're pushing this thing back in there. Is this. You cannot push it back too far because it will break it. You can, well, crap. Don't push it back too far because it will break it. You can see it sits right back there against it. So you can't just slam that machine back in there. You got to be mindful when you're putting it back in there. It's a 3D printed deal, so it can break. Let me pull up my coin here. Interlock. All right. Well, still startup in progress. But as you can see right now, with it back in that machine, I am going to pull this bulb out as well. Give it a little bit more in there. Turn off this flash here. Yeah, they got Big Ben back there lit up. Just nice, nice, nice. I think that looks cool. And I think it's to scale with the Zeppelin are pretty close. I don't know exactly. I wouldn't say exactly to scale, but definitely an improvement. Something back in that back corner to make it look a little nicer. I did like the detail they had on it there as well. That's the bulb back there in the top that you can see that I removed. That way you can see the lights in the Big Ben a little bit better. So Big Ben and Parliament Pod is now installed. I think I just got about one more thing I want to do. But I have to wait for another video for that. I have to order some parts. But other than that, I think I'm getting to about everything that I wanted to do to it. She's about to be a finished, complete model. So let me know what you think. Was it a good mod? Was it worth the money? But it definitely looks better than that empty space back there. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching out there, please subscribe. I see like 90-something% people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so I really appreciate a subscription that's there. And apparently this is stuff I've got to say that I've never been saying. So please like, subscribe, comment. I always like to get a conversation, especially about pinball, with everybody in the comments going. So be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Got any questions about anything? I'm always pretty responsive to any questions that are asked. So if I can give you any help, I will give you any help that I can. So as always, thanks for watching and keep on flipping.